Well, good morning again. Great to have you spending some time in our devotion debrief, where we get to talk about what happened in the sermon from Sunday. Maybe you want to go back and look at that, the priority of protection. So we think about how Jesus is the one that protects us from the power of evil. And evil's purpose is to draw us away from God. It's to turn our heart's confidence off so that we're not trusting in Him, our shepherd and our keeper, because evil's purpose is to destroy our relationship with God. And as we talk about these things, we're just looking at a few things didn't get to bring up on Sunday. One of those is here. I want to read from Romans chapter 12. Romans chapter 12, he talks about that need to protect yourself, or in a sense, if somebody does evil to you, that we kind of feel like the only way we can protect ourselves is to make that evildoer pay for it. Otherwise they'll do it again. So this is what's written. God says in Romans chapter 12, in verse 19, "Never avenge yourself. Leave it to the wrath of God. For it is written, 'Vengeance is mine. I will repay,' says the Lord." But then he gives us this opposite action. He says, "To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by doing so, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." Now, this is what I love about what Christ gives us, is Christ's protection over us from the power of the evil one, so that when evil things or bad things or hurtful things or painful things happen to us, that rather than us kind of throwing down our arms and going, "Oh, the world is bad, it's terrible, we can't do anything about it," Christ protects us and empowers us to make a difference. And here's the wonderful difference. If the world has got painful, evil things in it, bad things, then you can be a good doer in the world. And this is what I love. Satan, for all of his cleverness and wisdom about how to destroy things, he cannot stop the power of good. I think when people stop doing good, that's when he wins. But Christ protects our hearts so that we know that the solution is to do good. Jesus prayed for the people that crucified him, asking that they would be blessed, because the idea is that good can undo the power of evil. And here's the great thing about goodness, is that it only takes a little bit of goodness in an atmosphere of trial and pain for there just be a flood of light. In fact, if you listen to people's stories, they will remember small acts of kindness that happened to them, things that just worked out in their favor, but more importantly, people that did something nice to them. And it's amazing. One little tiny bit of evil can spoil your day, but one tiny bit of good in a painful life can actually make you open yourself up to God. And God has given us, you and I, the power to do that. Because we're protected by Christ, we can act like Christ and do good in the world. And in that way, we can overthrow the plans of the evil one. Because if you ever noticed, when you see the night sky, it's full of darkness, but you see the tiny pinpricks of light, your good works, your good deeds to people, especially those who hate you or wanted to hurt you, doing kindness to people who'd meant ill towards you, is like a shining light in the middle of a dark world. And you are that shining light. God bless you as you think about those things today.